if you're looking for a 335, I don't know, I just feel like from the ones I played that you kind of had to spend a little bit of money to get something really good. So, about a year ago, I decided to go down the path of looking at 335 style guitars. I thought it was something I was missing, and I knew nothing about the whole world of 335s. Um, so I had to learn everything from the ground up. And I guess when looking at something completely new, for me it was like, well, what do I spend? Do I go for something entry level that I can afford without selling anything, or do I sell some stuff and go for the big dollars? I live in Adelaide, Australia. We don't have heaps of guitar stores. We've got a few good ones, but didn't have a lot that I could get my hands on. So it was the usual suspects, the Epiphones, the Epiphone Casinos, their 335s. But I did heaps of research, learned about all the different brands. I was really keen on the Sire, but nowhere in Adelaide sells them. So I joined the Sire owners group on Facebook, and they seem to have a few mixed reviews. Some people say they're great. Some people say they had to send it back a few times till they got the one they liked. So that put me off a little bit. I'm sure they're fine though. If you could play one in a store, take it home. I don't know. Still want to get my hands on one. Looked around for a long time. Went to my local store, Music Corner here in Adelaide. Was looking at their Epiphones, and Dean, the owner, said to me, he goes, "Hey, did you hear we're going to be the first and only heritage dealer in Adelaide?" And I said, "Well, that's interesting because I'm really looking for a 335, and I know they do something." And that's the H-535. I said, "Could you please grab one for me? Get one in. I'd love to play it." He said, "Sure, no problem." So it was a few weeks passed while they were getting everything organised, and in the meantime I did heaps of research, learned about the history of heritage, which I'm not going to go into here. Everybody talks about it. Look up other videos. It is a cool history. They're a cool company. They do these videos on YouTube called In Good Company, which I just have fallen in love with. They just get these great musicians together just to play the instruments, no talking, just straight jamming, and they're amazing. Go watch them. Even in the time, I started to love the headstock on Heritage, which is one thing that people kind of go, ugh, because you get used to seeing the body shape with a Gibson headstock. But it makes sense, the headstock. I mean, the strings stay lined up better. Surely it's going to keep tune better. So then the time came, Music Corner got in a couple of Heritages. So I went in, and the 535 they got had sold straight away, like after a couple of days, which good for them, bad for me. They did have this beautiful H-150, which I am still in love with. They may still have it. So I played that and I went, all right, these Heritages are great. Let me know when you get another one in. Another week passes, and they get this one. You can tell where this is going. So I played it and went, all right, this is everything. This is the one. This is the best representation of a 535 or 335 that I've played. And I'll note, Music Corner have Gibson, so I did play Gibson 335s alongside it. And this just stood out. This, obviously, price was a factor. It's not a cheap guitar, but compared to the Gibson stuff, yeah. So then I was left with a conundrum. What do I do? I mean, I obviously wanted it. It was everything I needed. So I have this beautiful Gretsch, which I can't even look at the pictures, but it was beautiful, but I never played it. I sat with the idea of selling it for a long time, and after playing the Heritage, I went, all right, there's room for that to go. I can instantly fill the hole. So I sold the Gretsch. Sad to see it go, but then in came the Heritage. I mean, look at it. It is beautiful. It is, I mean, look at that headstock. I love it. The Heritage. I even like that. I even really like the logo. The custom cores have a different, they have a different print up there, but I really like the standard. It is a cool guitar. I normally on the channel talk about a lot of cheaper guitars, and I love affordable stuff. I love getting something and tinkering and getting it to the point where it's something special. But sometimes you just play something off the shelf and you go, I got it. They've done it. They know more than I do. They've hit the nail on the head, and this was this guitar for me. I've not touched a thing. I think I've changed the strings on it. That's about it. Maybe I fanboyed out a little bit because I'd fallen in love with the company and everything, but just when I played it, it was what I wanted. So I spent the dollars. Had to let go of some things that I didn't want to let go of. I think a few pedals got sold as well, and I haven't looked back. It's perfect. So that's what I think. Sometimes it's worth spending the money. As much as I love affordable gear, and I will continue buying affordable gear, I want to get some affordable things like the Artist to put alongside it. Just see where they sit. So this has the Seymour Duncan 59s. They're very, very bright, very trebly, I find, but unbelievable. It just sounds perfect. It suits the guitar so well. The Gibsons I played were a bit, especially the neck was a little bit muddy. I didn't particularly like it. All right, let me know what you think. I think if you haven't played a Heritage, get your hands on one because they're ridiculously good. If you're looking for a 335, I don't know. I just feel like from the ones I played that you kind of had to spend a little bit of money to get something really good. I'm sure that's not true entirely. I'm sure there are good ones out there for less money. But let me know what you got and what I should try, because I love 335s now. I think they're the perfect guitar. I mean, it's It's a jack of all trades, pretty much a master of all trades. It does everything well.